All right. So before we get started, I just wanted to go over everyone's points. So can you guys see my screen?
Hello?
Hi. Can everyone see my screen?
Oh, okay. No, I can't see. I'm just listening. I don't have the Zoom thing.
Okay. Kristen and Jordan, can you see my screen?
I cannot.
You cannot?
Mm-mm.
All right. All right. I don't know how to go back there. All right, 1 second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Jordan, can you see my screen, the computer screen, or do you just see me?
I don't see anyone. I think just because I'm on my phone instead of being on my iPad.
All right. All right. 1 second. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes, you can see the week 3 leaderboard.
I can see you. I can't see the week 3.
All right. All right. Okay, so as you guys can see here, everyone's points is displayed from the first 2 weeks in the total. So the ways I just want to remind you that you can get the points is through habit catalyst, compliance, answering the questions every day. Are you drinking your water? Are you planning your meals? MyFitnessPal login. If you guys haven't already, download that and use it to track your calories. And you could add Matt, his email address at akronfitnessandwellness.com. You earn points through Facebook interactions, encouraging others, your exercise sessions, and you do get extra points from wearing your heart rate monitors during those fit classes, and also attending the nutrition seminars. One thing I do want to point out is that last week we only had 3 people post quotes. What that is saying is that maybe you guys aren't watching or the videos, but you guys will get points for following the instructions that we tell you through the videos, and also for attending live. All right? Any questions over that?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me go. All right.
No.
So now, today we're going to talk about fats, which Americans do obviously have a lot more fat in their diets compared to other countries, and as a nation, we are more overweight than other countries, and we do have a lot of health risks associated with a high-fat diet. Some of those are increased body weight, cholesterol, triglycerides, and it can be associated with an increased risk of certain cancers. A lot of people want to lose weight, you decrease the fat, but a key to good health is having the appropriate amount of fat and the right types of fat. So today we are going to go over all of that, what the different types of fat are, what they do to your body, how much you need, and ways to kind of decrease certain amount of fats. So this will be posted to in a PDF, everything I'm going over as well. So fat does have several purposes in the body. It is good for fuel. It has a lot of energy in it. It needs to transport fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, and it produces many hormones. So fat is the only source for the essential fatty acids that can't be manufactured in the body, which means our body can't make it, so we do need to get it from the diet. And we do need it to live every day. So there are different types of fat. There are 3 naturally occurring: monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, and saturated fats, which we'll go over in detail. Each of them are composed different properties. I won't get into the chemistry over that, and they all act differently within the body. All fat, you kind of get a blend of all 3, and the proportion of fatty acids occur differently in different types of food. So the first type of fat is the monounsaturated fat. They are considered the heart-healthy fat because they lower your bad cholesterol, the LDL, the low-density lipoproteins. Those are the ones that build up on your arteries and they restrict your blood flow, which can lead to coronary artery disease or heart disease. And monounsaturated fats also keep your good cholesterol, the HDLs, the same. And HDLs are responsible for carrying away that plaque buildup. So you want a lot of those. So some sources of those: olive oil, canola oil, nuts, almonds, walnuts, peanuts, olives, and avocados. So the next type of fat is the polyunsaturated fat. They're rich in omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-6 fatty acids are important for brain function, and they were once recommended over monounsaturated fat. It has changed because it's been shown that the good cholesterol and the bad cholesterol are both affected by these. They're typically liquid at room temperature, and they're used in a lot of commercial products. Sources: sunflower oil, cottonseed oil, safflower oil. So then saturated fats. These are the bad fats, I guess you could say. They raise your cholesterol, your bad cholesterol, and they're considered to be one of the major causes of the elevated cholesterol levels in heart disease. They're solid at room temperature. You find these in things such as butter, lard, beef, full dairy, full fat dairy products, plants, palm kernel oil, and coconut. So those are the three: the polyunsaturated, monounsaturated, and saturated fats are the three natural occurring fats. There is another type of fat that is man-made, and those are very bad for you. So those are the hydrogenated fats, the partially hydrogenated fats, and the trans fatty acids. They're solid or semi-solid at room temperature. They act like saturated fats, therefore they elevate the bad cholesterol and possibly lower the good cholesterol. So the trans fatty acids, in 2015, the FDA said that food companies have 3 years to get them out. So by 2018, there should be no trans fatty acids. But those are the ones you really want to avoid. These, they have a lot of negative health effects. And also another tricky thing is that in food labels, if it has less than half a gram, the companies are not required to put it in the label. So the only way you would know is if a trans fatty acid is in there is by reading the food ingredient label and seeing if there's a partially hydrogenated oil or a hydrogenated fat. And these are found in things: cookies, juices, snacks, mixes, popcorns. If you go to a convenience store, a lot of the snacks there have it. And avoid these at all costs. Omega-3 fatty acids, you guys have probably heard a lot about. They're found in fish and some plant oils. Salmon, high in omega-3. They act as a blood thinner, prevent blood clots, and help protect cancer growth. So they're really good for you. They have been shown to significantly lower triglyceride levels. And it is recommended that you consume these as part of your health routine. So a lot of people don't like fish, so they do come in pill form, which is great. So sources: sardines, salmon, herring, mackerel, lots of fish, plant, flax meal, flaxseed oil, soy oil, black walnuts, olive oil, and you can see the rest of the list. So the next, we're just gonna. So how much fat do you want? You don't want fat to be more than 30% of your caloric intake. And the saturated fat should be no more than 10% of that 30% fat. So if you're only eating 30 grams of fat a day, you don't want it more than 10 grams of fat to be saturated fat. The American Heart Association does recommend lower, about 5 to 6% of your total fat for the saturated fat. So here we have a chart that outlines of how many calories you're consuming, with how many grams of fat you should have, and then how many grams of saturated fat. So normal healthy diet's about 30%. Some of you may be lower, about the 20%. My guess is most people are consuming around 1,400 calories. So you want to try and stick to anywhere 31 to 46 grams. And if you guys are logging on MyFitnessPal, you can go in there and look at your nutrition, your daily nutrition, and see how many grams of fat you have. And you could also change that in the percentage of fat as well. So just take a look at that. And this week I want you to start tracking on really paying attention on MyFitnessPal to how many grams of fat you're consuming and how much of that is saturated. And I really want you to focus on trying to keep at least 10% of your total fat below the saturated. So here are some tips for controlling your fats. So look at your plate. Most of it should be, vegetables and lean protein. You want lean protein, cut off the fats. If you're eating steak, don't eat the fat. You want to opt out for more lean fish, chicken, beans, tofu. Limit your red meat. You probably have heard that before. If you use dairy, try and do low-fat dairy products. Low-fat yogurts, cheeses, etc. You want vegetable-based sauces. Marinara, tomato, try and stay away from, the Alfredos. Those are really high in fat and cheese. A good tip is to saute your vegetables in broth versus butter, or you can use a little bit of olive oil or canola oil. Whenever you're out to eat, always ask for sauces, dressings, butter, everything on the side. Then you're in control. A lot of times, you go out for breakfast, you get a piece of toast, and it's just like soaking in butter. So really try and limit that. And also sauces and gravies, 2 tablespoons. You don't want any more than that. Butter, 1 teaspoon, and a salad dressing to 1 tablespoon. Try and do the 80-20 rule. Eat healthy at least 80% of the time. Don't go crazy the other 20%. But if you're really craving a cookie, you can eat a cookie, but don't have 12. Increase your physical activity. Try and do at least 30 minutes a day. So also try low-fat recipes. Substitute high-fat ingredients with lower-fat choices. So in a lot of recipes, they do call for a lot of fat. So you can typically reduce the fat by 1/3, and you won't even notice the difference. Look for reduced fat versions or fat-free cheeses. Some recipes you can completely eliminate fats. So if it calls for butter and oil, don't add the butter. So down here is a substitution list, which is nice. So instead of whole milk, fat-free skim milk. Oil, if you're baking, cookies, stuff, applesauce is a great substitution. This one's probably my favorite by far. If you get Chobani, plain Greek yogurt, 1 cup has 120 calories, 22 grams of protein, and no fat. And you can use that instead of sour cream and mayonnaise. So I know summer's coming up. A big thing is chicken salads, tuna salads, potato salads. So instead of using mayonnaise or sour cream, what I do is I use the Chobani plain 0% Greek yogurt and mustard. And I promise that you won't even notice that you're not using mayonnaise. Instead of shortening, use olive oil. Always try and do reduced fat cheeses, cottage cheese yogurts versus the full fat. Also, since diet's the main way to cut calories, also exercising can help you lose body fat. So try and do at least 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And strength training is a great way to also increase your lean tissue, which will increase your metabolism, which will help you burn more calories throughout the day. So this week, I want everyone to comment on Facebook with their physical activity plan, whether it be you want to increase a strength class, a metabolic class, maybe just add yoga, or just maybe you want to be very specific and say this week I want to do 2 strength classes and 2 metabolic and a spinning. Whatever it is, I want you to comment on Facebook and let us know how you're going to increase your physical activity this week, or maybe just maintain it since you guys have already started increasing it. Any questions?
Nope.
No?
No, not at this time.
Okay, so this will be posted in PDF. Also, before you guys go, I wanted to know, does anyone having any great success that they wanted to share with the group? Maybe they feel stronger, you've lost some weight, anything? Nope.
Well, I'm down.
All right.
I'm down 10 pounds.
Oh, that's awesome. How are you feeling?
Awesome.
Awesome. Is your energy levels great? Sleeping well?
Oh, it's wonderful. I don't think I've ever had this much energy.
Oh, that's great. That's good.
Who's saying that? Who's saying that?
Jordan.
I can't see who it is. Who?
Jordan.
Jordan. Good job, Jordan. It's Kim. Woo!
Oh, hey, Kim.
Hi. I can't see. I'm on my phone. So good job.
Thanks, Kim.
All right. Well, great job, Jordan. I hope everyone else is feeling the energy, feeling better about themselves. Is there any barriers or challenges that anyone needs help with that they'd like input on? No? Everything seems to be going well? All right. Does anyone have any helpful hints that they would like to share with the group? Something that's really pushing them, helping them out, keeping them on track?
Hey, Christine, it's Kristen.
Hi.
So I've been looking at the macronutrients on MyFitnessPal, and I am over in fat every day. But the only thing that I'm really eating that contains like larger amounts of fat is the peanut butter and avocados. Is that something like I should necessarily worry about? Like, should I be cutting that back, or
how are you eating peanut butter every day?
Yes.
I would try. I love peanut butter. I would try cutting that back first. So, have you ever had PB2?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm using that in my shakes. The only thing I'm really doing with the peanut butter is I will put like maybe a tablespoon, if that, on rice cakes for a snack.
Okay, I would try maybe using the PB2 a little bit more. Are you eating avocados then every day as well?
No, I usually do either peanut butter or avocado on a rice cake.
Gotcha. I was gonna say try alternating days. How much avocado are you eating? Like a serving? Or are you eating more than a serving?
I don't know what a serving is, but I'm eating a fourth of one.
I think that's about a serving.
I mean, I haven't lost any weight, but I didn't start with a cleanse like everybody else did. So I think that might be one of the issues I'm having, but I definitely feel like my clothes are getting looser.
Better.
So
Okay.
yeah.
I would try maybe cutting out, lowering the peanut butter or even avocado if you can, and see if that changes anything. I mean, it is good fat, but at the same time, how's your saturated fat? Did you look at that?
No, I didn't look at it.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I would try decreasing that if you can. Try doing PB2 on the rice cake instead of the peanut butter. Are you actually measuring out the peanut butter when you use it?
Yes.
Okay, that was going to be my next thing because a tablespoon isn't very much.
No, it's not. It's literally like barely covering it, but at least it gives it flavor.
Right. So if you just need it for the flavor, you don't care too much about the texture, definitely try doing that PB2 instead.
Okay.
And see if that changes anything. And also, we could always take a closer look at the food log as well.
Okay.
If you wanted to next time you're in. Kim, do you have any input?
No, I'm just really enjoying seeing everybody showing up for classes. You guys are doing a wonderful job. You're working really, really hard, and I'm already seeing you guys gaining strength and endurance. So as far as that goes, no, keep on keeping on. Now's the time where you're going to want to start to kind of lose some motivation, I guess I would say. So try extra hard to keep sticking with the habits you started. Don't forget to keep drinking your water. That's not just because that's not the habit of the week. It's still one that you want to continue to do. Same with being prepared and organizing. And now we're going to go ahead and add the fat, tracking the fats to it. So you'll see that I sent out a new email that says to join a new challenge because I had to redo the Habit Catalyst a little bit. So go ahead and join that. And this week's lessons will be in the fats, but keep going with the other lessons and keep on signing up for classes and keep holding yourself accountable, keep motivating others. You guys are doing a great job.
Yep, you guys are all doing great. I've enjoyed working with you guys. You guys are fun. So keep coming. Keep working hard. Any questions or anything else you'd like to say before we go? No? All right, then. Well, thank you guys so much for coming today. I appreciate it. If anything pops into your head, feel free to shoot anyone a text or email if you need something clarified. And don't forget to go post on Facebook your physical activity goal for this week. Okay?
Yeah. Perfect. Thanks.
All right. Have a great night.
You too.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Why say that?